Hello, I am Cade McGaw. I am one of the owners of Knockout Sneaker Boutique.
Ernesto Guadalupe Hernandez. I am head of HR and the owner.
I am Michael Reyes, and I am part owner.
I've been into shoes for about, how old am I? I've been in shoes for about 11 years. The first pair of shoes I actually really remember buying was 2014 Carmine 6. Me and my dad waited outside Foot Locker for like 6 hours, cold. And we got in, we were almost back in line. I wore a size 8, and I ended up with a 10.5, but I made it work. I wanted to move to Oregon, and I wanted to be a fashion designer for Nike. I've always been into like fashion and designing stuff. I told myself after high school I was gonna hop in my car and drive to Oregon and sit outside till I get a job at Nike. Then it was unrealistic, so it never happened.
I got into shoes roughly around 2012, 2013, during the Nike basketball era. I used to wear like a little colorful polo with the wrong color jeans and some Nike KD6s or some LeBron 10s. We were serving back in the day. Phoenix Suns 8s. Yeah, I went to my Foot Locker and bought them. I was actually going to school to be a math teacher. I came close, and then I was like, you know what, school isn't for me, so I dropped out.
I always loved sneakers, but I didn't really get into it until maybe freshman year. First shoe that I remember that I didn't buy, but I remember having Red 4. That's why it's one of my favorite shoes. I always knew I was gonna own some type of business, and I'm just glad it was shoes.
Actually, I met Ernie first. He was my boss at Champs. He looked me dead in my eye and said, "Hey man, there'll be no reselling here. I don't care what you got going on. There will be no reselling while you work for me." I said, "Yes, sir." Obviously, that didn't end up happening. I met Mike one day. He was just standing over there being quiet, went up to him, I was like, "Hey, I'm Cade." And he's like, "What's up, I'm Mike." Then he showed me this website. It's like a subscription-based thing called Soul Supremacy. And I think we talked about that for like 5 hours of our shift and didn't move. And then from then we just became really good friends. I was a little bro next to me. He worked there like 4 years before me, but he's still a little bro.
We met at Champs. Me and my boy Mike were slinging it down at Town West with my girl Jen. Shout out Jen. Then I hired my boy Cade. From there we built a foundation for something even bigger.
We all met working at Champs back in 2017. I think we all started in the West, but we didn't really get close until we all moved to Town East.
So we opened at 11 a.m. July 26, 2021. It was a Saturday. I was there whole day. It was a banger.
June of 2021.
I might be wrong. June 26, 2021.
The first one was called 12 Rounds, and the logo was a boxing ring with 2 shoes in it. Then right before we decided to change it up, and I wanted to keep it within like a boxing theme, and I was like, you know what, let's just go with Knockout, because I'm a fighter. I feel like boutique just means like luxury and high-end and clean, and like you want to go there,
Actually, the name was my idea.
As co-founder and CEO of this company, I just remember I was watching
That's how the name came about. We got knockout deals,
If you guys remember, it used to be 12-round kicks. Ultimately, just decided to change the name last minute to a Knockout. Cade came up with Knockout on the spot, so we just changed it right away. Cade, when we first were about to open the store, he said the name has to have boutique. I didn't really care. More of a Cade thing. He wanted to have boutique on it.
3 words, go for it. There's not much else you can do without testing it out.
Stay consistently focused.
I would say right off the bat, starting a store wasn't easy. Honestly, it's just keep doing what you're doing and just step by step. Don't rush. Don't ever rush it, because once you rush it, a lot of people give up.
That's a crazy question. When we opened the second one, the bigger spot in Wichita, I went back on the wall in the room and said, Knockout will be global in 5 years.
Multiple stores across the U.S. I want to be able to not have to come to work anymore and never have to worry about money ever again.
Hopefully in 5 years, we're where we want to be. Multiple stores, I hope we get to the point where we're not here 24/7, but we're still active in our roles. Honestly, not much.
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.